but the offense has really stepped it up.
You know, I appreciate you saying it. I mean, because I think that the offense has been a benefactor of great defense helping us get great field position and great special teams. And, you know, then it creates short field positions and allows us to execute and get into the end zone pretty quickly, or setting up to, you know, get Keith an opportunity to kick a good field goal. But, you know, we don't do, you know, things that are basic. We know that we need to go out there and try to put our kids in a situation where, you know, they can be as successful as possible. So creating many different looks, maybe adding a wrinkle to a particular play. It requires the kids to think a little bit more at times, and our kids have stepped up. And I think, you know, the success that you're seeing on offense is attributed to that. And then more importantly, it's attributed to the same kids that play defense are playing offense. And there's some good talented young men on both sides of the ball when you think about it. And so sometimes offense can take a little longer to get kicking. And you know, sometimes it also means when you hit a rhythm and you get going, that can help too. And I think right now our kids are hitting a stride offensively, and so that's pretty exciting to see.
Last week we talked defense. We got to talk offense. What's going on?
Dragging, bro. Shoot, I ain't gonna lie. We started off pretty slow. I don't think our offense was too confident. I don't think we really were trusting each other too much. But
we put our foot on the gas.
As the season started getting,
things started clicking.
Yep.
Tick, tick, boom.
He's
Going from there.
Yeah.
So that's real good. And how was practice this week? It's a lot of energy.
It was amazing. Wonderful.
No, we definitely did have some good practices.
Why?
There was a high intensity, a lot of energy. We all seemed just trying to be getting better.
This week at practice, dialed in, still having fun, but dialed in.
Yeah, I think that's something that we're trying to get our kids to be better at every week. And I can't say that they were ever horrible. You know, that stretch of 5 games we talked about at the end of the season really kept us focused and locked in. And then, you know, continuing to the playoffs, you're talking about a different type of football atmosphere. And so, you know, we want to get the kids to kick it into another gear. And I think the 3rd week here and playing a different team, now you're at the final 8 in our classification. That does mean that our guys are going to be a little bit more, you know, focused and locked in, as you said, because, you know, it's getting closer and closer to, you know, win or lose and you're done. So I think our kids care enough to put forth the best effort possible, so that way whatever happens on Friday night, they can say, hey, we did the best we could.
Game number 3 here at Home Sweet Home on our home field.
Yes. We're grateful to be here. What a wonderful opportunity for us to be able to play another home football game, and in the playoffs, no less. And so we've got a great opportunity tomorrow to play against a good football team. It's nice to play a team that's a little farther in the state that you don't get to see and be able to do a whole lot with. A lot of kids have asked, where's Falston? What is Falston? And I've been excited to tell them, you know, where they're at in Hereford County. And, you know, they bring a really cool, you know, thing to Southern Maryland, in that they're playing their 3rd playoff game, which is the longest stretch that they've made in the playoffs in their school history. And those kids up there are really excited about it. I've talked to their coach a couple of times this week, and, you know, he's excited about the preparation and coming down here and playing somebody different. And so we just look forward to a great evening of football tomorrow night in springtime weather. So what better thing could you be doing on a nice, warm, 70-degree Friday evening in Southern Maryland than to come to Calvert High and watch us play a football game against Falston?
Awesome. And then what challenges? I mean, it's exciting playing somebody new, but, you know, we've never seen them. I mean, what challenges that is for you and the coaching staff? Yeah,
so when you're playing a team like that, you have no common opponents, so you can't compare them to who they've played and well, how did we match up against those guys? You can't really, you can look online and you can kind of get a judgment on their size and their speed, but again, it's all, you know, relational to who they're playing against and the type of game they had. Those things all play into it. And so it really helps us focus our kids in, because now there are a lot of factors that we don't know and that we can't control. So we have to be able to go in there a little bit more dialed in and tighten things up a little bit. But again, what a wonderful opportunity. We know from what we've been able to find out that, you know what, they run a very fast-paced offense. They've got a great screen game on the perimeter. They've got athletes with their quarterback and their running back. And defensively, they got some guys up front, some very talented young men. You know, some of them that play multiple sports, high football IQ. We can tell that because their GPAs that we've seen on Instagram and Twitter represent some really good academic kids. So they're doing some good things up there, and so we expect them to come out and be a very tight-knit group that plays good football and executes their plan really well. So it's going to be a good challenge.